Here's another little local history one. This wee hoosey. Back in the days when you had to pay to come into Cooper Park, when it first opened, you had to give a small donation to come in. There was gates at either end of the park. The wee gingerbread house opposite the cathedral at the far end was the park keeper's cottage. And this wee one was a wee Bothy. So if the park keeper found himself caught short or in need of a cuppa, he didn't have to go right the way across to the other end of the park. He could stop in his wee Bothy. And of course back then, the pond was 4 times the size it is now. Those of us over 40 will be able to remember at least 2 times in the last 30-40 years where Cooper Pond has been shrunk. Okay, one of them was absolutely necessary because of the flood alleviation works. But hey ho, it used to be 4 times the size. And then it was worth getting one of the wee boys. One of the other things, during my day job, we get people doing family history research. And sometimes they come across a local family in their research. And when they look at the grave, on the grave there is a symbol for a peat cutter. And they're like, oh, where is there peat fields in Elgin? I'll show you where the peat fields were in Elgin. Up there, on the top of that ridge, spiny ridge, used to be peat fields. So, like you see in Ireland, where they dig a chunk out and they stack them high to dry out, the peat fields were on Spiny Ridge, where all the posh houses are now. Because of course the posh houses, a lot of them have deep foundations that go down onto the bedrock, because a lot of the earth was already removed during the peat cutting. Oh, that wind makes your nose run. Some of the flowers are out, some of the blossoms are out. One glaringly obvious thing is no people means no rubbish. And the street sweeping machine has been round the park as well, because you can see bitties where they've been round. I'll do a couple more of these on my way back home. Just a wee bit something to give you something to think about. Remember, silver linings.